Bah, bah. Hello, upwards of all three of you. Oh my god, I feel like this game is insanely loud. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Why is it so loud? Okay, we're gonna get that fixed. But hello, all three of you. We're gonna play a little bit gungeon. We're gonna play a little bit gungeon. You know, we have a little good time. See these guys. I haven't played this game in a very long time. Um, but I'll admit, I want to do a little bit of variety, you know. Why is it so loud? Ah! No! No! Um, I thought it changed something, but it super didn't. We're gonna try that really low. Uh, no, but I was thinking about it. Um, oh my god, it's already happening. I'm not very good at gungeon compared to like Isaac. It's not, and like I'm not a keyboard mouse man, so you guys are gonna watch me either flourish or cry for eons. Only tears. Uh, but I want to have a little bit of variety in recordings. Fine, I love Monster Hunter, but it's kind of not it. People don't really like watching Monster Hunter very much, which is fine. You know, each their own. Game can be a little boring to just watch. It's kind of like, oh, these are pretty good. I don't know what. Oh, yeah, no, but like having a little bit of stuff to go through is pretty fun. It keeps me feeling pretty good. Get to kind of diversify my own little things that I can play. I don't feel like I haven't had too much time to play anything. It's been quite some time since I recorded the first video. It's been, God, I want to say it's been like about a month, and I haven't even uploaded the first video. We're just gonna open it. Who cares? Who even cares? Who even cares? Screw it. Screw it. It's the classics. The classics. We're getting a little zany. We're gonna take a good item. It's actually pretty good, and yeah, fuck that guy. We're gonna claim Zane that we don't have. You know what I mean? I don't even really know how to use my active item right now. But I quit working at that pet store that I was talking about. A little bummed about it, because I mean, money's nice. It's pretty nice to have. Can't do too much without it. But on the other hand, I feel like I get a little more time for myself. Something that I feel like I haven't been having, where I can just sit down, record a little video, just have a good little time. It's perfectly fine. And it's nice. I've been trying to pick games to play where, at least if I'm recording, I don't have to sit and talk about the game. I can just talk about, whatever. New movies I saw. What about, my partner got me watching BoJack Horseman, and, I can't tell if I love it or if I hate it. It's one of those. Never been a big like cutaway gag fan, especially. I feel like some of them are a little too tongue-in-cheek. It's very like how do I put it, like characters being like, oh, not necessarily like, I don't know if I can consider him like Family Guy, like remember the time, or this is worse, man, this is worse than that time I did blank. And then it's like, oh man, he's just at the grocery store. They kind of take it a little over the top in it. I liked it. I liked the serious portions a lot. Those were pretty cool. Getting to see this man just kind of devolve, all that stuff. That was pretty fun. And then for some reason the cat lady turns into like Spider-Man, and you're like, okay, well, that was pretty swag, I guess. Didn't really fit with what was going on, but I digress. We're just gaming. We're just riffing on some bullshit that you probably don't care about. But no, it's been a good time. I'm trying to get back into this, make something work. Have a little bit of fun. I want to do some little partnered content. I guess partnered isn't the word, but some featuring content with like maybe some friends, maybe some other people if I can ever get big enough. But I think that's a thing. I don't know if I'd like to get big on here. I don't want that. it's one of those things of like, if I'm gonna make videos and stuff like that, I feel like I'd rather just kind of, I don't know, probably not have like a huge following. Maybe something that I can just like, because to me, I only want to do this just to like kind of learn how to talk more, be able to open myself up a bit more than what I'm used to. Which, you know, the way like I view it is like, it's a pretty good thing. It's a good quality to have. Oh man, I forgot everything about this boss. Oh wow, it doesn't matter though. Please no. No. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh no. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been too long. Help me, somebody. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We're probably gonna lose the first couple runs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The first couple runs are not gonna be good. Oh, but yeah, I think the other thing that's nice is like, I'd like to start coming up with, you know, kind of some more questions for more little activity, more little conversations between some way that I can get to kind of connect more with some other people. If anybody does even watch these, you can get out of here. Because I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, it'd be nice to have people watching, but if they don't, they don't. I'm just kind of doing this for fun, something to do. Kind of gives me it's almost like a hobby, you know, just getting started and everything. It's kind of just, I just get to sit down and play a video game for once. It's pretty good times. Let's see, Gungeon Chamber 2. I forgot how long these kinds of games are. Like, like you know, you sit down and you play an Isaac run, and you're like, man, I love the Binding of Isaac, and then you're like, oh man, you know, oh, I got Blankard Yarrow. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, breaking the game is so fun. It's so much fun. And then you look at the timer and you're like, man, how long have I been playing this game? And it's like a 2-hour run, and you're just sat there and just befuddled. How have I been playing Isaac for so long? And it's the same run. You fed on text 2 for about 35 minutes, man. Move on. There's more I can do. I love it, but at the same time, it is like the worst time management game of all time. It's not it's not good for the busybodies, I guess. I thought he would stop shooting if I shot at him. He didn't stop. Is it just, how do I use this? We're just gonna be pressing buttons, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to use my use item in this game. I'm a bit of a keyboard mouse noob, as they say. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I don't have much on this this version, or well, this version. I don't have much on PC Gungeon. It's a game that I got where I was like, you know, I just wanted to get a game, and I got it, and I didn't play it. I mostly played it on console, and now I'm realizing that no. Sorry, I had to lock in. I'm realizing that like it going from a controller, because I go through this this little renaissance, I guess, every year for gaming, where I just get really into playing on my laptop, you know, just really into playing on computers, and I realize, man, I'm so bad at mouse and keyboard. Like I can get away with it. I play a lot of Borderlands, you know. It's fun. It's really easy. Like I love it, but it's a very easy game to play on mouse and keyboard. And I find as I've gotten a little older in playing video games and everything, and playing with a lot of friends, I'm not very good at first-person shooters anymore. If they have anything to do with actual PvP and everything. Oh, ... You freed me. Why? Oh, they didn't want it. Hold on. Quenching a thirst. Got a little bit of the booch, you know? Kombucha is one of those drinks where, like, you kind of, how do I put it? I don't know. It's kind of like, oh man, is it? Oh yeah, it's tab. Sorry, I'm just learning. It's one of those drinks that you either like love it or you hate it, and I'm starting to realize, like, man, it's so hit or miss. It's like sometimes it's like, oh man, this is very refreshing, and then other times I'm sitting there just drinking a bottle of vinegar. You know, it's like, and I've heard people say like, oh, but it's refreshing vinegar, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put those two words together. oh wait, we can try for yeah, let's try. Give me him. Give me Sack Man. Give him. Nope. Tragedy. We're gonna get him. No, that's it. We're getting him. Die. Just die. We're gonna get a friend. I wanted it so bad. I wonder what the I'm not a big person for like knowing all the really like small stuff in games, like percentages, or just being like, oh, there's like a 0.01% chance to get. You kidding me? I'm actually so bad. I think it's because I'm not really focused on the game at all. More so stuck on just thinking about, I got kombucha, got fucking sitting here talking about percentages, learning just like it just, I can't do it anymore. I'm not as smart as I once was when it comes to sitting there and just playing video games. It's not the same. Like as a kid, when I was just a young lad, and I could sit there for 9 hours a day playing Dark Souls 1, trying to speed run it like I'm fucking Lobos Jr. Can't I don't know. It's one of those things. I kind of miss it. No. Like I think about it. That's one of the things too. With Elden Ring coming out and everything now. Like I've seen a lot of Dark Souls 1 slander recently for people going back, oh, it controls bad, it's this and that, and it's like, I don't know, man. I kind of think about it, and I'm like, Dark Souls 1, when I was a kid, that game used to rock, and now everyone's just they're not as about it, and I'm feeling old, but I'm not even. I'm 22. I'm 22 years old. No, we're having a face-to-face. I'm 22 years old, and I'm sitting here feeling all old over fucking video games. I'm sitting here feeling old over, like, oh my god, Dragon Quest 8 is... I don't know how old Dragon Quest 8 is, but it's... Oh, it's so old. It was for the PlayStation 2. Oh, Mario 64. Oh, I'm so old. And it's like... All this happened over just one person being like, Dark Souls is old, and now I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, fuck, kinda is, kinda getting up there for that. And now I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm 22. I'm not old in the slightest. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh man, I'm getting so old, but I'm like, I got a long way to go. I gotta get things, kind of under wraps. I even thought about, I've been thinking about actually getting into investing, stuff like that. It's not something to try to fall back don't do it. Something to don't do it. You know, something to try to maybe fall back on by the time I'm, you know, anywhere from, you know, maybe age 40, 50, something that I can just be like, oh man, I have nothing, but I can sell all of this and get something. And I think that's one of those thoughts that's very reassuring, that helps out, is like, you know, I'm young enough that if I start some of these things early, you know, time in, all that bullshit. I don't know much about the market, but you know, being only, you know, 22 in our little, like, trying to find a job occasionally feels impossible. I mean, I just got out of mine, and I'm like, damn, I'm trying to find something, you know, new to keep some sort of consistent funding going while I'm getting back into school. I think I want to get, like, you know, we'll take it. That was pretty good. Like, I think my biggest goals are probably something along the lines of, like, probably getting into, like, physical therapy. I might have talked about this in the last episode, but it's been, you know, 80 billion years since I recorded that, and I mean, let's face it, come on, I don't remember what I talked about in there. I think maybe I made, like, fart jokes half the time, but this boss might take a little more of my attention to beat without just actively losing here. I do have blanks. Fuck it, I'll use one. Oh no. We're cooked. We're so cooked. I don't think I'm winning this one. Yeah, I tried to roll. I'm not very good at this game. But let's see. I have no idea how long. Oh, there we go. Only 6. You know what? We'll do another run. We'll do one more. I doubt it could go any better. But what was I talking about? We're learning how to yap without saying That's been a thing. That's been my current goal, is to get away from ums, ands, you know, just kind of the filler words. Instead, I'm gonna replace them with saying the same word over and over again until the thoughts show up. Sort of like I just did by saying the. Exactly. See, it kind of works. It's no longer saying instead I just sound stupid. That might not be for the best, huh? What do we Oh no. But yeah, getting back to the real topic we were on, you know, not knowing anything about, like, the market or anything, I sort of realized, oh my god, there is way too much to process just getting started. If you're just getting started and learning anything, you know, in finances and everything, that's a whole lot. Like, I'll admit, I'm not the brightest man. I'll admit it. Takes a big man to admit that he's kind of stupid, kind of just like that. Proved my own point. But I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I'm, like, stupid. I'm not that dumb. You know, I was kind of like a, you know, I'd say an ABC student. I had my fair shares of A's and B's, but I also had my fair shares of not good grades. We were very in the center. Like, I found I was very bad in math. I learned through talking to my doctor about possibly having possibly having something called dyscalculia, which I thought I was just kind of dumb. And when he told me about it, I was like, no, that's stupid, not real, stupid, not real, dumb doctor disease. You don't know what you're talking about. But I'm starting to believe him because when it comes to math, you know, I'll have a lot of the right answers in my head. And oh, I don't know what you do, but we'll take you. Like I'll have the right theory and everything written down. I'll have everything looking great, and then towards the end, I'll know what number I need to write down, or I'll know, like, I'll have something in my head, and I'll just write the wrong answer. I just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this, and then I'm gonna write this instead. Which is really funny to me, because I sat there and I was like, I want to get into a specific college, and I want to go in for a specific degree. And then I realized, I was like, okay, you know, I'm getting my A in biology, and I want to do some sort of, you know, personal fitness training for a while, you know, make some money through there. And then when I've kind of saved up a little bit and I have enough to start, you know, freely going to more of, you know, out of my house and everything, you know, get out in there, maybe, you know, well, I guess the goal is college. But once I get there, realize all of the major classes that are important to actually getting that degree are all math. And, you know, I sat there thinking about it, and it's been a very large internal struggle to come to terms with math. Weird to say it like that way, but and I find, you know, I find a lot of people have the argument of like, oh, I just hate math. It's so bad. I don't hate math. It's difficult, and as a course, a lot of times I find myself really struggling in them because, you know, oh, table, but but having, you know, kind of dyscalculia, figuring like I don't do well with looking at numbers and putting them in my head. They kind of get very jumbled up. I'm like, I like the class. I've only ever had like I want to say I've only ever had like 2 math teachers that I don't like. You know, they're always normally pretty cool. Like the only one I could think about was like, I want to say it was my sophomore year of high school. We had a math teacher that I really just did not mesh well with. That man, you would ask him a question, and you're like, oh, I've got this and this correct, but when I get here, I don't know why this is right or this is wrong. And he just would look you just straight in the eyes and just not say anything. Just kind of stare at you. And you just kind of had to sit there and be like, I don't know what you want me to say. Where how do I get to what I have? Okay. What does this do? There's a chance of poison freezing. You know what? That's not that's not as fun as I thought it was, because I'm not as nimble with my fingers to consistently get to my blanks yet. I'm not the omni gamer I think I am. You know, I'll come in with full confidence, and then that confidence instantly gets destroyed. Oh my god. Sorry, locking in. Oh, we're the Omni Gamer. You know how I said I wasn't the Omni Gamer? I lied. Don't ever trust me. I don't even trust myself anymore. Oh, man. No! I tried to use my blank. Fuck it, let's do it. Oh, no, I'm bad. I'm pressing numbers. This game is not for the keyboard challenged. You know, oh my god. You know, and you could start saying, you know, Sam, why don't you just start playing with a controller? You freely can do that. You can plug a controller in. Oh no. I'm sorry. Like, you could start saying, you know, you could easily plug in a controller and do way better. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't I'm a stubborn man. We're gonna take this. I want something better. That's not ideal. That's not ideal, but we'll take it. You know, you could make that theorem that it's not either of those. You could make that statement, but I think it's just about that time. You know, I think I just need to learn how to play games with the keyboard and mouse better. You know, like I'm good at games that, you know, are relatively easy with keyboard and mouse. Again, you know, Borderlands, stuff like that, where it's like, man, there's such a health pool and such like a set of, I guess, defense that it doesn't matter that I can just miss 35 times in a row, and you know, I will never be punished for doing that in Borderlands. It's I think that's one of the things that makes that game really fun too, is like, not only is the character like level tree dynamic pretty fun, or there's like yeah, you kind of always kind of fish for a meta build, but even if you don't, you're probably having pretty fun. You're like a good amount of fun. No. You're probably gonna hear that a lot. I'm very expressive with a lot of these things. I don't really know how not to be, aside from just shrieking. It's kind of the staple. I would like that, but I want that more. But you know, I'm saying that now, that I want that item. I don't think I'm good enough to win this run. I don't think I'm good enough to win this run at all. Oh, what does this do again? Does this even fire where you aim? But no, I'm thinking. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. You know, I don't know how people do it, man. I'm sitting here stuck at like I'm just running out of you know, just give me junk guy. I forget your name. But give me him. Running out of things to talk about, and I don't know how they do it, man. People who can just sit down and just start talking. You're right here. It was not the secret room. They can just talk for forever. I can't do that, you know. I think it's mostly because I haven't had enough time to really experience enough and get to know most of the world, everything like that around me. But I can talk about now retail, and how retail, yeah, sucks. Isn't fun. Not fun. You know, I used to be like, I used to be a what the fuck is this room, bro? What is this? I used to be like a retail isn't that bad person while not working retail. No, it sucks. It's not fun. I had like customers that would just no. I'm sorry. I'm locking in. But it's weird. Like I found confusion in thinking like, oh, like I kind of understand how the you know, like I kind of understand how the average person kind of thinks. So I sat there thinking, you know, I'm an average person. But like there's a large amount of people that I would find I would like ask me a question, and like let's say it'd be something like oh, my dog is having like issues with their stomach. Their new food just doesn't do it for them. It does this and this brand work well for stomach issues? And I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, this brand is. Sorry, I'm about to scream if I got hit there. Like, oh, you know, this brand does this brand does this, all that bullshit. Running people through all the products, because we had to sit there and read and learn about all these products, and then you'd just be met with like a blank stare, just no emotion, just a solid, just like just staring at you. And I just found it very awkward. I don't really like it when people stare at me, and I found myself being put in that position so often. or like you know, I really had my first like bad manager. I'm very very grateful that I'm out of this job actually now that I really think about it. Like we had they would kind of like pull me aside all the time and kind of pretty much tell me I wasn't doing anything, but then I had another manager who would do like the exact opposite, because it would be like we weren't the busiest place, you know. We had our days, but on those days when we weren't very busy, we would do a lot of stuff just like casually cleaning the store no matter where we were at, where a lot of that would come at the cost of like, okay, so you know, facing the store, making everything look pretty much, like pulling product forward, everything like that. I don't remember your name, but and they would like, we would do that whole store, and then we would just like mop, you know. It's like dust mopping, picking everything up, just like making the whole place look. I can't believe I pushed a V and not the spacebar button. I am not the Omni gamer I thought I was, but it would be really funny because I would go back to our do-it-yourself dog wash, and I would normally wait a couple seconds, you know, maybe like a minute or two, because it takes time for people to come into a store and buy things, but it also takes time for people to, you know, walk from the front of a store to the very back of a store and be like, hey, I want a dog wash. And you're like, okay, sure. And they would come in all the time and pull me aside and tell me how I'm like, you know, just not doing anything and all this. They'd go into a lot more detail. They were a little mean, but you know, it happens. It's whatever. And I started to realize, like, man, yeah, retail managers, they are very strange. I didn't believe a lot of people when I started working there. I thought, I was like, oh, you know, it's just like any other normal human being, but I feel like it is, yeah, kind of that thing of like if you give anyone a small set of power, they're definitely willing to use that. Like, and I think the weirdest part is like they weren't really working there for very long or anything like that, and I think that's a weird thing that I was thinking about, of just being able to we're just gonna use this, screw it, of being able to just like apply to a place as a manager. But I mean, I guess, you know, where else are you gonna get them? You can't just expect every place to have like, oh, this person's a manager because they've been working here forever. Maybe I just don't get retail very much. That could also be the oh my god, somebody help me. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. There are bullets everywhere. I'm panicking. We're no longer panicking. We're panicking. I'm panicking again. But that could just be the thing. Not really understanding retail. I never really worked any retail jobs. A lot of my past jobs were I worked the front desk at a bowling alley for probably way longer than I should have. Now that boss was not fun. He's the only man I've ever seen that would oh my god, I forgot to buy the primer. That's so tragic. We're gonna grab this. That's pretty good. But he was the only man I've ever met that would like just kind of look at people and tell them that something just didn't happen. Like my first night shift working there, we had we were closing, and my coworker at the time comes up to the front desk and she's like, hey, I turned off our ACs in the front and in the back, and it's just a little light. It was a little light switch in kind of the back of the, like, behind the lanes in our mechanic room, and it would shut off both ACs. And he kind of looked at her funny for a minute and was like, oh, they shouldn't have been on. And so as any normal human being would respond, they were like, oh, you know, it was though, so I turned them off. I've never seen a man like, just like, he looked her straight in the eyes and just went, no they weren't. Like, why would you lie about this? It's a light switch. And I realized, I was like, man, I feel like I would react the same too, because this boss was definitely kind of just like a jaded old guy. When you really think about it, he worked at this place for like 50 something years, just straight at this one place. I'm like, shit, I'd be equally as jaded. I'd just be mad at everything too. Shit. I guess that's the other thing too, of like I don't know if I could work at the same exact building, just the same people, same clientele for 50 years? 50 years is a lot of time. I'm sitting here at 22 thinking I've been around for, super long, and I'm coming to terms with like, no, I'm a baby boy. Oh, sorry, we're gonna wet that whistle. Gotta stay a little hydrated. I've been finding I haven't been drinking as much water recently. Diet's been going a little south. We can be real. We can be honest. But I'd like to get back into it. I miss running every day. Was the big thing. Was going from like, that's tragic. This is tragic. Going from like fat, growing up I was always like really chubby, everything like that, and then like high school, I hit my heaviest at like, I want to say the most I weighed was like pushing 260, and then I lost a lot of weight, and I got really into the gym for a little bit, and I found the same the same thing a lot of people have found, is having a friend be like, bro, you should bulk. I'm not paying attention to the game at all. And, I finally was like, you know what? It's like, you know what? Maybe you're right. I'm gonna go on a bulk. I'm gonna get big and swole, and then I'm gonna cut again, and I'm gonna be the anime protagonist I was built to be. And then I just found out that, like, if you just stop going to the gym and continue to say that you're just bulking, you just kind of end up fat. Like, it's not the greatest, it wasn't the best way of bulking. I did bulk though. It definitely did help me attain mass. This is so tragic. I am the worst gungeon player of all time, probably. It did help me attain a very large amount of mass. Well, I shouldn't say large. I'm sitting at like, I'm 5'11", sitting at maybe like, I think I'm only sat at like 220 right now, something like that. So it's not that much mass. I went from like, I gained about 20 pounds, I'd say. So I'm not like, I'm sitting here talking about it like I should be on my 600-pound life, but in reality, it did help me put on a little bit chub, Not something that I'm all that gung-ho about, but it's not the worst. Do we take that? Do we take this? Are we winning this run? Do we get confident? We get confident. We get real confident. We getting, yeah. Oh. But yeah, maybe I should just get back into it. Stop. Maybe I should. Now that I'm not working as much, I have more time to just kind of do things I want to do. Maybe record more videos. Try to get somewhere with something like this. I don't really know. It's one of those things of I like doing it, but it's kind of hard. I'm realizing the way of a lot of people's things, especially playing games, is just like talking. It's pretty difficult. I'm coming to terms with it, that this definitely might not be the best thing for someone like me, but it also helps out for me a lot. Oh no. But it helps out for me a lot as a person, because I find I don't talk very well, and I think a lot of people have that problem. Oh wow, it gave me it anyway. What is this? What? Oh, I forgot this game has synergies. You know, we're gonna full clear. We're gonna do that. But you know, I think that's probably my biggest goal. Is just learning how to talk. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of like times where I've deadpanned people. Like I've been talking a lot throughout all of these. That seems really good. Excuse me. But you know, there's a lot of times where like somebody will talk to me and I just have no idea what to say or how to talk to someone, or I'm like, man, it's kind of a skill. Some people are just like naturally kind of born with the ability to just talk to people, and I don't think I have that. We're gonna win this. This guy, no, he's toast. I think we're getting overconfident, and I will take an L. I'm the Vegeta of YouTubers. Yeah, no, fuck it, we got it. We did it. We actually used a blank. We're just gonna do that. Shouldn't have swapped off that. Okay, so we're gonna just lock in. We're locking in. I don't know where those bullets are coming from. Oh, I thought they were gonna disappear. Yeah, so that's the farthest we made it. I think that was 3rd floor. But yeah, 23 minutes. That's a pretty sizable video. We'll say, how about we stop it here? Yeah. I'd say, you know, that was pretty good. I think we're gonna start playing a lot more stuff. We'll probably go back to Monster Hunter. We'll probably go back to Gungeon. We might play a little bit of Isaac. I'm not too sure. Just kind of games where I can yap. Learn to talk to you guys, you know. Maybe start asking you guys more questions. All 3 of you. Possibly 2. Maybe 3 of you. Let's go for 5 of you. We'll go like that. We'll be optimistic. But it was good seeing you guys. We'll talk to you later.